Hello, am I audible? Let me check my audio. Guys, आवाज आवाज आ रही है ना सबको? Kindly reply in the chat. Okay, okay, great, great. So yes, we have 10 people right now. Okay. So this session it's a basically random chat, ठीक है? और यहाँ पर हम सिर्फ बात करेंगे कि सम Q&A about the Android jobs and interviews. What are the problems you are facing? What are the things and how much experience do you have? So you can ask the questions whatever you want, and I will try to give the answer. Yes, yes. What something important? बताओ भाई क्या डिस्कस करना है? I don't know Hindi. Okay, no worries. We'll keep in English. So guys, you can type your question in the chat box. Then I will pick one by one. Then we will discuss all the questions. Right? Okay, so currently I'm doing Android intern at Swiggy. Yes, great. It's just completed this week. I have offer for full time for ASD role. Okay, तो बढ़िया चीज़ है यार. That's great. Now I have 4 years of experience in Java Android development. I want to switch jobs. Okay, but I am confused whether to focus on DSA or learn Kotlin and new Android technology. Okay, so Gajendra, first, the first thing is that you have experience with the Java, right? So actually, Java is not in the demand or like is not widely used in the Android development right now. So you must focus on the Kotlin. So instead of DSM, just start learning the Kotlin, start learning the architecture, whatever the architecture we have the MVC, MVVM, MVP, and MVI. But I would suggest you try to learn the MVVM architecture, core routines, room database, dependency injection, and whatever the new technology or like topics in the Android development. You need to go through these topics, and then after that you can start the DSA, and yes, you can go with that. But if you only stuck with the Java, then it will be very difficult for you to get a job or like to switch, as most of the company right now using the Kotlin. Okay, so we have 15 peoples right now. So yes, guys, ask me any question that you want to ask. Okay, I have sir, I have 6 year experience, 6 years experience in Android development. I started applying for job 5 months ago. Still, I am not getting call. Okay. So, देखो, guys, the first thing is that you need to keep applying. You need to apply in the at least 100 companies. Then you can expect that only 2 companies will call you. So that's the ratio that I am considering right now in the Android job market or like in any other technology. But if you are only just applying for the 5 companies and see and try to look that you got a call, so it is not possible in the current market as we have a lot of competition in any technology. Okay, but since I have 6 months left, try to get some better company. I'm good at DSA, but getting stuck in some Android regarding DSA. Getting stuck in some Android regarding DSA. What does it mean? So, like if you want to do the DSA, just learn the basic DSA. And if you want to go with the completely Android, so just brush up the Android concepts. But if you have the combination of both, it would be really great. And yes, we have a a good name with your internship, that is the Swiggy. So I think you will not face any problem to get a job. Okay, I am now 6 month experience in Android, Kotlin, Java. ठीक है. And what I learned next? To learn Jetpack Compose is difficult. And one thing, can I switch company now? Yes, bhai. Like you can switch anytime, but you should prepare for the company or whatever the for whatever company you want to apply. Just prepare for that. And you said that to learn Jetpack Compose is difficult. Why it is difficult? Jetpack Compose is pretty much easy. You can start learning. It's kind of a declarative programming, as in the Flutter. You can see Flutter is really simple as, but I can say that Compose is really simple as compared to the Flutter. So once you start, you can create some projects or simple projects. You can create the some basic UIs. Okay. And if you want to learn the Compose, so I have created a recorded course or recorded cohort on my website. You can go and check out that thing. You can buy the recording. So I have covered the complete, I think 10 or 11 classes, which is in which I have come like covered the internals of the Jetpack Compose. Sir, DSA required for Android developer? Yes, definitely DSA is required, but like it depends company to company as well. Like some company ask the DSA in the depth, some company doesn't ask even a single question, right? But I would suggest you must have the basic understanding of the DSA, arrays, array list, hash map, and strings. So most of the questions are asked from the arrays and the strings. Okay, and hi Azim, I want to switch. I am 3 years of experience. So many people telling without offer letter. Don't put resignation. How I check with HR for 3 month notice period. Okay, so it's correct. Yes. Okay. So basically, it's correct. Okay, like you should not resign before any offer. So try to get an offer first, then you can resign. And yes, notice period can be negotiable. It depends on a conversation. It depends on the relations that how's the relation you have with your manager and the HR, and it can be negotiable. And if you get an offer from a good company, they can also buy back. Okay, thank you, sir. I'm getting 11 LPA for 6 years of experience. Okay, so for 6 years, I'm saying it's really low for as an Android developer. Correct. So as like you can see, people with 1 or 2 years of experience or three years of experience can get the like package of like 20 to 30 LPA. So you have a good experience, like 6 years. So you must have at least like 20 plus package if you are targeting even service based company as well. 20, 30, like it depends on the company to company again. Okay, and like you can ask with the HR to negotiate for the like 45 days for the notice period. Now we have why Android job openings is to just a second. Why Android job opening is too lani low, right? Low these days as compared to 21, 22. What's happening in job market right now? I see. Okay, like most of the people do like a lot of people come in that tech, correct? People doing the BTech, people doing the graduation, and even without the graduation as well, they start learning the Android development or like web development, anything. But if you see the other technologies, just like the web development, so web development is really overcrowded as compared to the Android development, correct? And even in the market, Android developers, there is very little much awareness about the Android developers or Android development. You can see in the college. So if you see in the college, so in a class, only two student among like 60 or 70 students are like doing the Android, but rest of the people are doing only some doing the data science, but a lot of people are doing the like web development. But so we have a lot of opportunity right now as well. Like facing issue with Android internals, I have given some interviews questions like, can you explain the internals of dispatchers implement your own light data? Okay. So yeah, it's really funny. Like it's not possible to explain the internals even for the dispatcher live data vModel store. Like it's not possible in a single live session. So if you want to go complete deep dive in the Android development, so I am right now I'm doing a complete boot camp of the 10 weeks job ready Android program, in which I am just explaining the internals and explaining all the latest technologies of Android development. Right, you can check out that cohort or bootcamp on the website. And yes, people are enrolling, and it's the third batch that is running right now. And most of the experienced people have joined that thing. So I think in our current batch we have most people more than 3 to 7 years of experience, and people are from India and outside the India as well. So if you want to really learn about these, so you can join that. Okay, what exactly are the expectations from 4 years experience of for Android candidate if we want to at least cross the salary 30 plus LPA? The first thing, you must have the good understanding on Kotlin, basics of Android, like strong basics. What is this Android activity, lifecycle, launch modes, write services, broadcast receivers. So you must have the understanding of the background things, how the things are working in the background, work manager, alarm manager, right? How you can handle the concurrency, what is the core routines, how core routines are working internally, what actually the view model, how view models are working internally, dependency injection, how you can use the dependency injection, room database, can you design the offline apps? So these kind of things, so these are expecting from you as a senior Android developer. And if you have these knowledge on these concepts, so right, like you can crack the thing. And again, if you want to see the complete roadmap, so I have written a blog as well, an article as well on the website. You can check out that. And I am sharing a link of the job ready program. You can check these concepts, like whatever the concepts required to get a job of like 30 to 40 LPA, of even 50 LPA. So that was the enough concept that I have mentioned on my master Android program. So I am sharing link here. Yes, you can check out all the details here. So right now batch 3 is running. If you want to join, you can join this, the running ongoing batch. Otherwise, our latest next batch will start from the 1st of March. And again, guys, we have 19 people. So kindly subscribe the channel so that you can get the latest update as well. And like the video as well. What exactly are the expectations? Okay, we have covered this. How to prepare for live coding round in interview. Okay, so it depends on you guys. Everything that you must have the good hands-on on the practical things, because like what interview is expecting in the live coding. So they only expect that you must know the basic syntax of the classes. You must know about the retrofit, okay, HTTP interceptor, and image loading library glides. Then dependency injection. You can create a good architecture, that is the using MVVM. You must have the good understanding about the layers, data layer, and yes, data layer, domain layer, UI layer. You must have the good understanding on these topics. Okay, so you can start practice. You can create a simple news app, okay, or you can fetch any API, or just take a mock API or fake API from a Google and try to create a simple project without taking any help from the internet, from AI, from ChatGPT. Like most people is lacking in the machine coding round due to they are just dependent on the ChatGPT. They directly search on the ChatGPT to get the code, but actually, like it is what I can say for this. It is impacting our hands-on skills. So try to write the code, create a complete system, Use the MVM architecture, sealed classes for the network and error handling, use the enums for the routing. So these kind of things you can do that. But yes, again, practice. Practice is the most important thing in machine coding or live coding interview. In my whole batch, just two people doing Android, me and my roommate. Yes, exactly. That I have already said now. Ki if you see in the college, so only two or three people will do the Android because like there is no awareness right now as for the Android, and those people who are in Android development, they do not have the proper roadmap how to get switch from the current company to the like next company and get a package and get a good package. People are still stuck on the 10 LPA to 15 LPA, even they have more experience, like 6 to 7 years of experience. But why I'm saying this? Because like I have cracked these companies and got a good package even on the less number of years experience. Yes, okay. I am currently on the bench and finding it difficult to get an internal Android project. Some managers suggest switching to web development, saying Android is niche domain that limited opportunity. देखो भाई, जिसको प्रोजेक्ट नहीं मिलता वो ऐसे ही बोलेगा। तो नो, ऐसा नहीं है। सो वी हैव अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स। सो इफ यू आर ऑन द बेंच, सो व्हाट आर यू वेटिंग फॉर? Just try to applying on the LinkedIn. Use the like Naukri.com and like everything. We have a lot of platforms on Naukri.com, Hirist, and LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a really good platform if you have a good connection, good network, good reach on the LinkedIn. So people like HR will reach out to you. So don't wait for the project. Don't waste your time. Just start applying and start creating your own project. Project creation is really necessary. You mentioned enums for routing. You mean navigation routing? Okay, so that was I was that also I was thinking that I mentioned the but some people will ask that we should use the seal class. Yes, okay. So yes, definitely we should use the seal class for the navigation routing. But like if you have a simple project or like simple normal MVP, then you can use the enums as well. But again, seal class is recommended for the routing, navigation routing. Blinkit gives 52 CTC with 32 base. Ah, around it, yes. For the SE2, the base part, it depends on the person to person, like who can negotiate better. So the base can be increased as well, even 36 or 38. I give an interview, they are saying we do not hire for from Swiggy. Yes, some company have the criteria that they are not hiring from like Blinkit or Swiggy, these kind of company. But still, like except those companies, we have a lot of company in the market. You will get a definitely good opportunities. 7 years of experience, need to prepare for interview, from where to start, how much of old paradigm, Java examine DSA is required. I am confused from where to start. Okay, so I would recommend you can join that 10 weeks job ready program. So where I have explained everything, you can check all the content there, from the basics to the advanced. Right. So again, I can specify that first you must have the basic understanding of good understanding of Kotlin, strong understanding of Android, basics of Android, then architecture pattern, dependency injection, storage, caching, and how the caching works. You must have the good knowledge on system design. You must have the knowledge how to design a system, how to design a scalable system. Most people don't know that system design is really exist in the mobile side, but yes, system design is exist in the mobile side as well, because we have a lot of thing to handle on the mobile side. Correct. So you must know how to create a scalable system, because on the mobile side, we have a lot of mobile constraint. Like we have a limited storage in the mobile, we have a limited performance, we have a like concurrency. We need to control the concurrency as well. We need to avoid the ANRs. Correct. So these kind of things we need to handle. So for that, we must have a good understanding of the system design so that we can make a scalable system or scalable features in app development. So yes, Vaibhav, if you want to really join, you can check out that link, and you can connect me on the WhatsApp as well. How do you feel about an Android development career in this AI evolving market? Do you suggest sticking to Android development, or we should shift? Yes, obviously, you should not switch basically. You should learn the AI. Listen, the first thing is that if you completely depend on the AI and you have zero knowledge of the development, so it will very dangerous for you, because AI will write the code. AI can write the code, but it cannot write a code like a developer, or like a complete senior level, because like it can create some bugs, or that you cannot find in the code. Let's say I can give an example. So I have done an experiment with an anti-gravity, that is an AI tool. So I give him to design a screen. So what anti-gravity does, that he directly put the global scope dot launch in the composables, but actually we don't need to use the global scope dot launch in the composable. In the composable we have the remember coroutine scope, that is the lifecycle aware of composable. So but AI is written that code is working fine. But if you don't have a good knowledge on the Android or good knowledge of any other technology, then you have no problem. You are unable to see the issue. But these will create the issue when you scale your project or when you scale your application. So do not skip the concept, do not skip the learnings, do not skip the skills. Your learning should be continuous, and yes, try to learn the AI tools. Again, the thing is, if you have a good understanding of AI and the development as well, your demand is really high as compared to those who have only the development knowledge, not the AI knowledge. AI is will not take your jobs exactly. Looking at the vibe coding culture and advancement of the AI, in generating UI codes, where do you see the future of Android developers compared to backend developer? Okay, so like you think that AI is unable to generate the backend code? Guys, listen. We have only one tool right now, that is the anti-gravity. With the help of, you can create the mobile applications, but only if you have a good understanding of mobile development, right? But we have a lot of application or a lot of AI tools that can able to create the complete full stack application, from backend complete database structure and complete code. So yes, we have an opportunity in the mobile side. So kindly do not do not get influence from the influencers or YouTubers or Instagrammers. Like they always said that AI is coming and this will eat your job. Like it will not gonna happen in the future. But yes, the productivity is really increased. Whatever the feature we are building in 3 days, we can develop that feature in 1 hour or 2 hour. Clear. I can give an example. If you say to the AI that create a node application, it will create. But the thing is, you do not you need to define the complete path, or you need to tell the complete path to the AI, that you need to enable the pro guard, you need to create the build flavors, you need to add the pagination, you need to optimize the performance, you need to, or what I can say, you need to create a different build environment, so you need to add a remote config. So these all things, if you have done previously by your own hands, so you can only guide the AI. Otherwise, if you don't have the experience, then how you can guide the AI? And that is the difference. And yes, exactly, that is the difference between the uh, fresher developer and experienced developer. So do not get fear from the AI. Just enjoy it, create products, create projects, and yes, the major advantage you have with the AI, you can, like what I can say, you can explain the code or like understand the code, whatever the code you have in the Android. If you get stuck, you can give the code and get a proper explanation. Sir, how can I get Android internship as I have accepted Gen C internship from the Cognite as a final year, but have fear for future due to low salary? Here, I feel like it's hard to get noticed. Yes, sir, how can I get internship as I have accepted internship final year, but have fear for future due to low salary? भाई देखो यार, जहाँ जॉब मिली कर लो, लाइक वट वेन एवर यू गेट अ जॉब, start, at least start. Correct. Then after 1 year, you can switch in any company, start learning, start grinding yourself in 1 year complete. Learn everything, whatever they required from the senior Android developer. Correct. Then after 1 year, you can get a switch or like बढ़िया तगड़ा switch आपको मिल सकता है. Like I'm the example. Like I have switched my company in a 10 month from the like 3.5 to the like more than 20 LPA in just 10 months in the initial of my career. So yes, if I can do, yes, you can obviously do. And again, I want to mention that it is without DSA. And okay, so let's take another question. I want help with the Android internals and the mobile system design. Just want to know the 10 weeks will cover all the internal dispatcher view models, live data. Yes, all things. You can check all the details on the website. All things we are covering, whatever is required to become a job ready Android developer and to get and to crack a package of 30 to 40 LPA. Like what are the things is required? You can see like Android fundamentals, Jetpack Compose, activities, intent, broadcast receiver, notifications, threading, concurrency control, coroutines, flows, MVM architecture, dependency injection, multilingual support, or analytics. You can build a system design using, you can build a system design of analytics system, local data storage, caching, networking, pagination, background, work manager, Firebase, everything what is actually required by a senior Android developer. So you can learn everything in that boot camp. Sir, would you suggest an Android developer as an Android developer, okay, having Java experience to go and switch into Java development? Okay, the first thing, like why there is need to switch in the Java development? Okay, but if someone really want to switch in the Java development, like it's completely fine. So Java development is complete the backend part. Okay, so we have understanding of oops concept, we have understanding of the basics of the Java, we have understanding of the exception handlings. Now the to learn to go into the Java development, you must need to learn the Spring Boot. Correct. Spring Boot. And we have a lot of framework. We must have the understanding of the backend, how the backend system works, how the load balancer work, how the caching works, how the Radish work, how the like Redash works. So these kind of things that we need to understand if we want to switch into the Java development or backend. And obviously, yes, backend with the Java is really in demanding in the MNCs. AI can generate backend code as well, but frontend is more vulnerable, I guess. So that's why you need to have a good knowledge on the front end. भैया फ्लटर के बारे में कुछ बताइए. यस, फ्लटर के बारे में क्या बताऊँ? फ्लटर इज़ अ लाइक क्रॉस प्लेटफ़ॉर्म फ्रेमवर्क और आप उससे ऐप्स बना सकते हो एंड्रॉइड का, आईओएस का. करेक्ट. सो बाकी फ्लटर के लोग कर रहे हैं, बट व्हाट आई हैव ऑब्जर्व्ड दैट द फ्लटर पीपल takes a lot of time to get a like high package as compared to the Android developer or native developers. Can you share some tips of resume building for Android jobs? Resume building, like what tips you want to? So only I can give mention that you must specify the core keywords in your resume, like MVVM, Room database, core routines, dependency injection, live data, and SDUIs. SDUI means server driven UI. That is really trending in the market. So if you specify these keywords in your project and in your resume, and you can mention like 2 to 3 project, but have a proper explanation and with their live links. So I think that will be enough. But if you want a complete resume review, you can book the session. You can book the session on the website. So it is live on the website. Are you available for career guidance in platform like TopMed? Yes, I am available on the TopMed. So I have session on the TopMed. But right now, uh, I have developed the complete mentorship feature on my website. That is the mentorship section. Let me share the link. You can book the session here, because I'm preferring taking all the uh, one-to-one personal mentorship here. Can you share? Okay, who is? Yes, you can check this. I have pasted the link here. You can check this, and you can book the session whatever you want. And yes, on the Coding Chef website, I am planning to like taking a lot of features, a lot of good features, right? And that will like my goal and my vision is that to make the Coding Chef as a platform a one-stop solution for the Android developers. So I am working on that. I want to help with Android internals. I want to have Android internals. Just wanted to know 10 week will cover. Yes, I have already answered this. What do you think about KMP compared to Flutter, React Native? Is there demand in current market? Yes, KMP is really demand in current market. If you are the native developer, then it's a really good opportunity for you that you must have the good understanding of the KMP, right? KMP or CMP, and it is really in the demand. So I hope guys you have subscribed the channel, and I hope you like the session. So should we do more session in the future? योर वाई ओ आई भाई पूरा ही लिख देते यार ईयर ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस सो आई हैव 5 years of experience but in 5 years experience I have done a lot of things in Android. Okay, so Jetpack Compose, Jetpack app, and we need iOS. Should I go with CMP or learn Swift? So if you have good knowledge on Android, native Android, so go with the CMP. Okay. Okay, so guys, so thank you for your questions. And yes, if you are in the group, so kindly reply whatever the feedback of this session. You can reply in the group as well. And we will do the more session like this in the future. And those who want to join the one-to-one mentorship or personal mentorship or the 10 weeks program, you can join, and you can ping me on the WhatsApp as well. Clear? And if you have more doubt, you can ping me on the WhatsApp. I will try to clear your doubts. But those who are really interested in joining the in joining the one-to-one mentorship or courses. Okay. So thank you guys. Good night. Bye bye. Yes. So Coding Chef is exists from the January 2021. But since I was in job at that time, like I have done the complete 5 years, so I was unable to give the complete time or dedicate time to the Coding Chef. But right now I am fully dedicated to the Coding Chef and building this, and yes, completely trying each and everything to bring for you. Yes, Tejas Raj भाई, like I am good. What about you? फिलहाल तो सेशन हम रैप अप कर रहे हैं. Let's chat on the WhatsApp. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Good night.